Hey there, what's going on? Thank you for being here. My name is Cole, and this is Spirit Indigo. I'm going to talk a little bit today about numerology, angel numbers, and why they're so important as far as our guidance. They're a guidance system. Angel numbers, honestly, are one of my favorite things to talk about. And actually, I just did a podcast with my good friend, psychic advisor Chad, and we talked about numerology. More so, we talked about numbers in regards to how they could help relationships. So I'm going to leave a link below to all his information. You're going to want to check out all of his podcasts. He's got a lot up there, and they're all fantastic. Lots of different subjects. In this video, I wanted to talk more about how it's such a valuable guidance system. When you see these numbers, whether it's 333, 1111, 222, from my experience, I saw those kinds of numbers at first, and 444 a lot. But after probably about a year and a half to 2 years, I started to see other synchronicities. An example would be 611 or 255 or 711. Sometimes 844, just stuff like that, where you're seeing these synchronicities and you're seeing them. A lot of times it's multiple times. Now for me, it's multiple times. Drop a comment below if you are seeing, well, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're seeing these numbers on a regular basis, if it's on and off. I'm curious because I tend to see them a lot, like up to 10 times a day. I told my friend Chad 20 to 30, and I'm like, I don't know if it's been that much. That seems a little excessive. It just feels like that, I guess. But there has been times where it's been close to 10 times, especially if I'm traveling and seeing more license plates and such. But there are days here and there where I don't see any. So what's it like for you? Are you seeing these synchronicities on a regular basis? So these are our personal, it's like a personal guidance system, I should say. And this is your angels, your guides communicating with you through numbers. So reality, as far as the multiverse goes, it's made up of, it's a quantum field. It's made up of numbers. It's made up of sacred geometry. So, I mean, this is everything past your human eyes that, your human eyes can't usually see this kind of stuff. But it's all numbers and sacred geometry. So, well, it's energy. Numbers are energy, you see. So the different numbers have different meanings, and we can a lot of times decode, the best ways for us to go about doing things through these numbers. Like the angels could give you a message via, 888 when you're worried about money. It could be telling you that don't worry, that abundance is flowing, and you have to maybe use some positive affirmations to help you to get into that flow and frequency of abundance. It's going to depend per person. Like what's real for me in any example I give isn't necessarily going to be its meaning for you, but there's an overall meaning for the different number synchronicities. I often find the numbers to be one of the biggest synchronicities that I experience. I'm clairvoyant, and I sometimes, will have the flash visions and thoughts like that. I'm clairaudient sometimes. But the numbers, I definitely feel a pull to working more with numerology and these types of synchronicities. It's very special to me. It's very close to my heart. There's been times where I needed comfort, very much so, like death and loss or massive amounts of fear creep in for whatever reason. You're working through stuff, and seeing these numbers during those times, or when I've asked for help, and then I see a lot of numbers, I've noticed that too. Have you noticed that if you are asking your guides or your angels for help, and then later that day you see like 444 3 different times, it's like on a receipt, and then it's on a license plate, and I don't know, who knows. I gotta remember the really creative ways that I see these numbers, because here's one. I was going through old stuff of mine from when I was like a kid, right? I hadn't seen this stuff in a long time. So I'm going through old stuff, and there's a cup that a family member had given me. Like, she passed away. It's very, close to my heart. I pick it up and I turn it around, and it has some information about it. This cup is probably from the 1920s or 30s. I don't know. It's pretty old. And on the bottom, 6111. Because I've been seeing 611 for a while, and I know why. Those are some personal reasons. 611, it can be a great number to see. There's a lot of stuff you gotta let go of, and it's a great number for going after your dreams, making your dreams come true, and just stop procrastinating on that. Because I've definitely been one to procrastinate in my life. So if you're doing that, I understand. But that number can be an encouragement to quit with the excuses of I'm procrastinating and say you just flip the script. Some alchemy there, and I get things done. Not I procrastinate. No, I get things done. Stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent about 611 when really I was trying to tell you about weird spaces that angel numbers come up, like the 6111 on the bottom of that cup from almost 100 years ago. And then, like within 10 minutes, I had the TV on, which I know I'm like, oh, why did I do that? But I had the TV on, and there was a phone number that came up on the TV while I was going through this stuff, and the last digits of it was 6111. I mean, come on, right? So these synchronicities, they come up in very interesting ways. It's like I was asking for guidance during that time, and I was really just tapping into that and ready to receive it. You have to be ready to receive the messages too. I did notice that the more I tap into them, the more I've tapped into them over the years and have learned more about the meanings. I've just always been, I was going to say, they come up more. I notice them more. I was also going to say that the numbers, the meanings, you'll probably notice that oftentimes they deeply resonate and coincide with whatever it is you're experiencing or asking about or wondering about or whatever. I mean, to the T. And that's what resonated with me so much when I started to see these synchronicities is, two things. How often I would see them and how much their meanings when I'd go to look them up had to do with what I was thinking about or what was going on at the time. Because you do want to pay attention to what you're thinking at the time that you see these numbers as much as you possibly can. And it's just awesome. So how many people out there that are watching these videos, how many people are seeing the synchronicities? I know I have some people on this channel that might be here because of angel number videos. But on this channel too, I talk about different subjects having to do with being queer, transgender, non-binary. I also talk about spiritual awakenings, all that good stuff. So I'm glad you're here. And if you are returning, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for subscribing to my channel. It's really awesome to meet everybody, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, if you love angel numbers, if you love these synchronicities, whatever you call it. I call them angel numbers, but they're synchronicities, and synchronicities are a beautiful thing in this universe, a sense of guidance, a sense of love. Much love to you. I'll see you next time.